What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Malcolm Hudson, aka One Lee, coming to you back with another video. This one for my business channel, and basically I just wanted to talk about excuse me, damn, I'm sorry, ways to increase the value. And it doesn't always have to be a money thing. Sometimes it's just a self thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's finding that self-love that goes absent or goes blank, as we take on the progressions of life. But in your toughest times, and even at the times when things is easy, is where you need to tell yourself that you're worth whatever you want, and that you're worth way more than the circumstances and situations that come your way and that you're going through and that you're in. So just know that you are going to come out on top. You're going to be whatever you put your mind and set your moral compass to. You got to work on your moral compass. You got to add those values and principles to yourself. I encourage you to take the notes in your phone and put them digitally, and then after that, write them down on a piece of paper and add a little space in between each of them so that you can write down what it looks like, or write down what it is that you have to do to make these things in your life finite, and make these things in your life really come true into fruition, and what you have to do to hold yourself to those things. What's important to you. If you want to ask me what's important to me, I definitely say doing good things, being kind and nice to others, loving my family, loving myself, continuing to add and build wealth. Those are my top 5. So I encourage you to make a list. You want to make at least 25 things, but I encourage you to just go and plan it out. Try to do at least 5 a month, or 5 a day, or 5 a week. Like, get this done. You know what I'm saying? We not into procrastinating or waiting for tomorrow, or prolonging us shaping up and getting our future and completing our goals. Like, we on this now. So I did it. I encourage you to do it. I got to do it again because I lost my old list, but this list, I'm going to put it in my notes again, and then I'm going to write it down and really do it. Still got to complete my business outline, complete my business parameters, drive sheet that my brother sent me. I got a lot of things that I got to do, but I'm off tomorrow, so I'm going to get a lot of stuff done. That's what I'm hoping to do. I know the best advice is not to cram things. Try to, break down your goals and complete as much as possible at a time, so you don't overwhelm yourself, or as little at a time so that you don't overwhelm yourself and do it over time. But where I'm in kind of like a crunch, and I'm hyper productive, and I want to get back to being super hyper productive. So I'm just gonna go and get those things done. I ain't doing nothing tomorrow. I mean, I got things I gotta do. Gotta run a few errands. It's like lately I've been having to run a lot of errands and shit, but I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna try to enjoy myself for the rest of the day. I just got a new toy, so I'm gonna go play around with it. I need to perfect it. I'm gonna go and see what's up with it and have some fun after I get my goals done. And then hopefully by next week, the ship can hit the shore and start sailing into wherever I want to go, wherever I put my mind, travel the 7 seas or something. But, I want to tell you that you can do it. Put your heart and mind to it. Set these values, morals, principles, and values, and things that will equate to you, ascending and completing your higher goals and really doing it. And don't take no shortcuts. Like, work hard, work smart, and take those steps to be good at it. That's what it's about. Everything else don't matter. What people say don't matter. And those values and principles that we hold as a people, we need to reevaluate those things and really see the variety and see what are we missing? Are those things really important? Is what we were taught really true? Is it really worth the direction or the risk that we take and where we going, and the things that we tell ourselves, is that really like what it's about? Because I could tell you like some of that stuff that we learned and that we was taught and that we was brainwashed into believe like, yeah, that stuff is cool, but is it really about being cool? What about being real? What about being truthful to what the ultimate things that's going on out here, and being truthful to God, and like doing good out here in nature and this earth, and how it's the only place that we know in the universe right now that could hold all life, essentially. Might be other places, might not be. Who's to say it's any better than here? Because what else do we know, and what else could be better than here? Like, honestly, what could be better than where we were raised? What could be better than the people that God put in our lives? No, everybody's not perfect. We're not perfect. I mean, we're perfect, but, we still have things to work on. We're perfect people that have things to work on. So uplift yourself, value yourself. I value you. I believe in you. That's why I do some of the things that I do, but I know I can't get too arrogant and I can't be too ignorant. But it isn't a person that I don't believe in, even if they don't believe in themselves, if they don't believe in me, even if they don't like me. I can't get everybody to like me, and I'm done with that. I don't want everybody to like me. I want to be for who's for me, and I want to be for people that don't even know or understand or value or know that value within themselves. And nobody could tell you that you ain't worthy, because can't nobody tell me that I'm not worthy. And yeah, I do still hold on to some of those dumbass principles and values that we were taught and brainwashed just to have a little bit of plight. But I'm about to start being done with that too. Like, I ain't gonna lose or those values or things that I was still within myself, or what I believe in truthfully, or some of those things that I hold up to, that I do understand and agree with. But at the same time, I'm not gonna let it control me. Like, I know right from wrong. I know truth from a lie. You know what I'm saying? I know falsehood, and fact. So I'm gonna live in fact. I'm gonna live in truth. I'm gonna live in what's right. I'm gonna try to be righteous. I'm gonna try to do the right thing. I mean, I almost lost my job today, and it was crazy. It was hectic, and I almost compromised what I believe in. But at the same time, I handled it as best as I could. I handled it as best of the man that I am today as I could. And even still, some gonna say I was wrong. Some gonna say I should have known better. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna do anything to jeopardize, my income, especially if I've been doing nothing but good with it. Yeah, sometimes I get in my mode. Nobody's perfect, but I haven't harmed nobody. I haven't wished no bad on nobody. Sometimes I lose it because of what I'm going through. But what I'm going through is pretty deep, but I ain't putting nothing on nobody. I still go out here. When I leave out my house, I don't bring none of my bullshit. I leave it in the house, and I do good, bro. And it's just crazy how things have been going. But you know what? I'm going to still stay on my path. I'm still going to do what I got to do. And that's what I encourage you to do. So, at the end of the day, what are we going to do to add value to ourselves? What are we going to do to keep prospering? Like I said, it doesn't always have to be about money. It's not always about money. Sometimes it's just about the mindset and about our moral compass and about what's really on our heart and souls and doing what we truly love and truly believe in. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. That's simple. You gotta ignore all distractions. People are distractions. Your family is distractions. Your loved ones, your lover is a distraction. At the end of the day, you gotta be about you and about yourself. Like, you gotta turn those things into positives. Okay, I'm with my girl, but can I afford to be with my girl? Like, how can I make it affordable? How do I get more income? How do I make us happy? We've been doing the same thing every day, just sitting in the house. How can I figure out a way for us to go out and do activities and be happy at home, rent movies, buy games, buy funny books? How can I come up with more ideas? How can I come up with more ways to make her laugh, make her smile, make him laugh, make him smile? You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. You got a group of guys or you know, your friends that you hang out with, maybe some girls in there, whoever you hang out with. What else can we do besides just sit in the same neighborhood or sit in the same city? Like, how can we plan out a trip? How can we go out for something to eat? How can we go do some activities, bowling? You know what I'm saying? Go play basketball more often. How can we get more camaraderie and more chemistry? What are we not seeing? Like, where are we headed 5-10 years from now? Things of that nature. Your family, like, what do they need? How can we build generational wealth? What steps can I take? You can start doing this by figuring out how you can add value to yourself and how to set those morals, principles, and values. You can start right there and do that. And how could you get people to believe that they can do it too, just in your family? You know, you got to start off with yourself. Then you could branch out to your family. And then that'll rub off and branch out to the people around you. They'll see you doing it. And then they should be trying to come and ask you questions and believing that they can do it themselves. If they not asking you questions, something like that, you know something wrong. And you just got to keep going no matter what, regardless of what happens, regardless of what's going on. You still got to keep going. Like, it doesn't stop. You go wherever you aim to set yourself to go to. You get what I'm saying? No matter how bad the situation gets, you're not alone. You can always come and ask me. And I'm giving away $10 free of Bitcoin. So I want to add value to you also. And when you get that Bitcoin, you know what I say? You know what I say? Cash out half, save half, or you get what I'm saying? That's 5 and 5. You can save half for as long as you can. And the other half, you could use it for emergency needs or just to make yourself feel good, or just keep it as some extra cash. You know, I know some people that save in those amounts and those in that value of money. I mean, the little stuff just adds up to so much more and so much bigger. So that's why I'm making a video about how can you make those small steps. It's all about what you do on a daily, what you do in every second. Everything counts. So if you start off small, you'll get to your larger goals. That's simple. That's what it's about. About getting it, because once you get there, more doors should open up, or you should have opened up enough doors to where you ain't gotta go back. You ain't gotta leave out again. It's your choice. You want to be able to have a choice, have a say so, make a decision at the end of the day. The variety of things. You can do it. How to add value to yourself. It doesn't have to always be about money. The money's gonna come. You gotta get yourself right first. Whether you working right now or you're not. You gotta get yourself right first. Everything else gonna come. It's easy to get jobs. Places is always hiring. And the more people boss up, the more positions gonna open up for you to take opportunity and boss up yourself. I mean, your first paycheck could just be in you bossing up. Your 600 to 1,000 or 400 to 1,000, whatever you make, you could just start it off. I started off my business, invested 400. You know, more costs keep coming. I gotta keep paying, and eventually I'm just gonna be on, doing the business. But I'm gonna take all those right steps to make sure my shit is straight and in order first, though, because I then took the step to make my business. That's just how I'm going about it. I could have went the sloppy way, the cheap way, but I ain't choose that. That's where I was. That's where the understanding that I was at the time. And just remember, any idea that you make is yours. That's law. You don't have to do all that. But to do all the other stuff extra, you should do it. But don't forget that once you make the idea, once you make something, once you create something, it is yours. You get what I'm saying? You have the trademark laws and the rights to it. It's yours at the end of the day. So try to record everything as much as you can. Some things don't even record. You gotta have some secrets. You gotta have some business secrets. You gotta have those type of things, regardless if they are secrets or not. You gotta have things like that. Those are assets at the end of the day. Those are intellectual assets and intellectual properties. So you determine where you go at the end of the day, regardless of what anything is going on, bro. Regardless of what happens, bro. Everybody is not bad. Everybody doesn't hold those same popular opinions and popular values and morals, bro. Some people will have real morality, have real principality, have real values. You get what I'm saying? I value the universal God. That's first, before anything else. Regardless, if he says not to do it, I'm not gonna do it. If he says do it, or she says do it, I'm gonna do it, bro. And even that the highest being understands that it starts with me. I'm the vessel, right? So I make the choice. I could tell him when he wrong sometimes too. I could tell him when she wrong sometimes too. Or if I choose when I'm gonna make that step, it might not be time. You don't wait though. Sometimes you don't wait. Sometimes I don't wait. Sometimes you don't go. Sometimes I don't go. Sometimes we were right on the same page. Like, oh wow. So you determine. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of nothing. Regardless. Pain, that's a part of life. Build yourself up. Prepare yourself. Remember, you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. And if you're ready now, then what's the difference between now and then or before? You wasn't ready before, then you ready now. You was ready then, and you not ready now? No, that don't make sense. You was ready then, you ready now. That's simple. And you wasn't ready then, you ready now. That's simple. You gotta speak it. Sometimes you gotta say it. Some people gotta say it, some people don't. I encourage the people that don't have to say it to still say it. And I encourage the people that's scared to say it to still say it. And I encourage the people that don't need to say it to still say it. You get what I'm saying, bro? Like, just speak it. You ain't gotta go all too in detail or say it too many times. And I encourage the people that gotta do it as much as they possible, do it as much as possible, say it as much as possible. Like, believe it, like speaking into existence. Do whatever you gotta do. Do whatever you have to do. I just encourage you to try your best not to throw anybody else under the bus. You know, get what I'm saying? Don't throw nobody else under the bus, but be truthful. Like, if you at work, something wrong, you get what I'm saying, bruh? Pull the boss to the side, pull whoever you gotta pull to the side, try to fix it, try to correct it. I went to this job, I lose it, but I added value there at the end of the day. I bought toilet scrubbers. I fixed the toilets, I fixed the bathrooms. Like, I did stuff. You can do it, bro. And one of the bathrooms that I fixed, I think still to this day is still working. If I'm not mistaken, I think I went in and, if I'm not mistaken. But I gotta go back and check and see next week if it's still working. So I will, and I'll keep y'all updated. I'm giving away $10 free of Bitcoin, man, value to your life. Love, value, self. Shout out to the peace and blessings. Shout out to the Most High. Shout out to all the ancestors. I believe in you. Add value to yourself. Starts with writing 5 things down and getting setting a little space of how you can achieve and what you need to do with those 5 things. And what are your morals, principles, and values? Write them down. I told you, man. I want to know yours. First comment, first like, and first comment. With your cash tag, if you use Cash App or whatever, just comment and then send me an email in my description of my page, and I'll send you your Bitcoin. Send me an email with your information, and I will send it. I will send it. Facts. $10. Free $10. Like, I don't want nothing from you besides you to just do well. Do well with that $10. I encourage you to go buy some smaller crypto, or go buy some stocks, $5 worth, or send $5 to somebody else and keep 5. or spend 5. Go to the store, buy something nice for your girl, some snacks or something, and save 5, and take that other 5 and just save it, or do the same thing again, just wait a little bit of time, or who knows, or invest half and spend the other half. I'm gonna be giving away a lot of stuff, so I'm giving away money. That's when I'm giving away money. I'm adding value. Simple. I'm straight and to the point, bro. That's what it is, bro. I'm gonna try to give away a lot of more other stuff. Probably go buy some things like that. Buy yourself, love yourself. You worth it. I believe in you. The Most High believes in you. For you agnostic ones, there is the Most High. There is the universal God. He's the intelligent higher being that made this intelligent design. And he didn't want it to be easy. That's simple.